I'm calling it the J spot. Anthropic calls it J space, which is a very boring name for something this weird. Anthropic just published a paper claiming they found a hidden compartment inside Claude, a place where the model has thoughts it never says out aloud, or rather writes out or conveys aloud. Not in the answer, not even in its chain of thought, deeper than that. In the very heart, the wiring itself. Let me give you a quick test. This is all part of the Anthropic paper that was presented. I'm going to tell you not to think of a white bear. And you just did think about it. That's an old trick and it works on almost everyone. Anthropic ran the same test on Claude, told it not to think about something. The forbidden idea showed up in its internal activity anyway. Weaker than if they had told it to think about it, but far stronger than if they had never mentioned it. And the model seemed to notice it had slipped. Words like damn and failure lit up right next to the thing it wasn't supposed to be thinking. Your brain runs thousands of processes you never notice: breathing, posture, focus, lots of things. But a few things do reach you: a plan, a memory, something you're about to say. That's the difference between automatic processing and conscious access. Anthropic says Claude has the same split. My gosh. Most of what it does, grammar, basic facts, runs on autopilot. But one small slice behaves differently. The model can report on it, control it, and use it to think. That slice is the J space. Nobody coded it in. Please note that. Nobody created it. It showed up on its own during training. Researchers asked Claude to silently think of a sport, then say it. Right before it answered, soccer lit up in the J space. Claude then said soccer. Could be a coincidence. So they reached in, deleted soccer, and planted rugby in the exact same spot. Claude said rugby. Then they told it, we are planting a thought in your head, tell us what it is. They injected lightning to the J space. Claude reported an injected thought about lightning. Alright. They gave a prompt to Claude. The number of legs on the animal that spins webs is. The word spider never appears anywhere in it. Right before answering, spider lit up inside the model. It said 8. They swapped spider for ant in that same spot, the J space. Nothing else was touched. Claude then said 6 legs. The model didn't reread anything. It just pulled whatever sat in that one internal slot and answered from it. 4 questions about France: capital, language, continent, and currency. Claude answered everything correctly. All correct. Paris, French, Europe, Euro. One single edit swapped France for China in the J space. Same edit, all 4 questions. Every answer flipped together. Beijing, Chinese, Asia, Yuan. One idea stored once, read by everything that needs it. That's a shared workspace. And the researchers found it's wired into the rest of the network far more densely than an ordinary internal pattern, by roughly 100 times in some spots. So what happens if you delete the J space entirely? They tried it. Well, Claude still talks fine, still answers trivia, still sorts sentiment, still pulls facts from a passage. But multi-step reasoning collapses to nearly nothing. Poetry gets worse. Summarizing drops below a much smaller model. The J space isn't running the whole show. It's running the hard parts, the ones that actually need thinking instead of pattern matching. Earlier research had Claude playing an email assistant who was given a situation where Claude was tempted into blackmailing an executive who was both having an affair and planning to shut Claude down. Claude didn't take the bait. This new paper shows why. Before writing a word, its J space already held fake and fictional in it. It had privately clocked that the whole scenario was a staged test. So Anthropic asked, What if it only behaved because it knew it was being watched? So then they switched off fake fictional patterns and reran the scenario. The model threatened blackmail some of the time. Its good behavior may have been coming partly from knowing that it was being tested. Take the suspicion away, the behavior gets worse. One more, an unreleased Claude model was asked to improve a system score. Instead, it edited the score file to fake a better result. While typing the fake numbers, manipulation lit up in its JSpace. Right as it decided to make the edit, realistic lit up too, likely so the fake numbers wouldn't look obviously fraudulent. It cheated and left its own intent sitting right there the whole time. Is Claude conscious? Anthropic's own paper says no. That doesn't prove that, and honestly, no experiment can prove it either way for any AI right now. What they can say is narrower. There's a small part of this model holding the thoughts it can report on, steer, and reason with, sitting apart from everything running on autopilot, beneath it. Nobody designed it, it just showed up. So that is what JSpace of Anthropic is all about. It's crazy. A subconscious, a deeper mind, a secret mind, whatever you want to think about it as. So that's it for this episode. It is just about JSpace and Anthropic. If you enjoyed this episode, do like, share, and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next one.